Hey everyone. Every week we have one of our reporters go out into our city and try something new. Katie and I played with fire and survived without any injuries, trying blacksmithing for the first time.
Mom and Dad, are you proud? But more details from us on that later. This week we're switching things up and stepping outside of the box.
Instead of just one Try This opportunity, we're bringing you an entire episode packed with 9 thrilling new Try This experiences to keep you on your toes.
Let's get cracking. It's time to break free from our comfort zones and release some stress in a whole new way.
We learn how to properly channel all that anger we got building up inside of us.
Our Ryan Weiser heads to Axe Monkeys and show us why it's all the rage.
Thanks, guys. A lot of people come to Axe Monkeys, they want to throw some axes at some targets. But they also have a little room called the Rage Room. And we're going to go back there and let out a little bit of a tension that we've been having this week. Come and join me. After you've signed your waiver, head on over to the Rage Room store. Here you're going to find shelves filled with stuff that's breakable, like cups, plates, electronics. $25 minimum will get you plenty of things to smash around. Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, that's an antique, that guy.
I think Pat might cry, our program chair might cry if I smash that one.
Right.
And after we were happy with our selection, Logan and I went on over to the counter where Justin tallied up all the goods. Where stores usually have a you break it, you buy it policy, this one is you buy it, then break it. Next, it was time to suit up and get ready to start smashing. But don't forget your PPE for protection.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, so back in between in the 90s and early 2000s,
Back
we had
in
these
the-
things called CDs.
Is that 1890s?
Yeah. And after educating Logan on what CDs are, it was time to get smashing.
What do you mean another car hit a train? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that feels pretty good. More snow. It was just 10 degrees! It was just 10 degrees! This kind of looks like the pothole I hit on the way here. I tried. And some items were harder than expected.
What?
So I used to have a CD player like this. Let's see if anti-skip this. I think I'm gonna keep this one. We have a lot of mugs at home. My wife likes to collect them. I think she'll really like this one. I'm Ryan Weisner, here at Axe Monkeys, and you should try this.
Katie, I don't know about you, but before this week, it's been about a decade since I stepped foot inside a public library.
Oh geez, Austin,
Yeah.
I hear ya, but our Logan Thompson is going to show us why we might want to take the extra time to sign out a book.
Thanks, guys. When people walk past this building, a lot of them just think of old books, forced silence, and computers that may or may not boot up. But today, I'm here with some of my classmates to show you that it's actually a lot more. When we entered the Stanley A. Milner Public Library, we were greeted with quite the sight. A massive interior with 6 total floors. The wall, a huge interactive digital art piece, and of course books. Lots and lots of books. But that wasn't all. After consulting the directory, we headed on up to the 2nd floor to check out some of the library's creative services.
Yeah, everyone knows Punisher loves his pizza.
First, we checked out the gamer space, where you can sit and enjoy some of your favorite games, new or old. I mean, just look at Austin go. Then we wandered over to the temporary makerspace, where we learned all about the different services it offers.
In the makerspace, we do 3D printing, we do laser cutting, sewing, serging, recording studios, film and photography, Adobe software, so we teach an Adobe Illustrator for beginners class, and then we do GarageBand, which is a recording software, so really all sorts.
The main makerspace office is getting a facelift right now, but is set to open back up around April, and will be conjoined with the gamer space. So while we wait, Austin is going to brush up on his German.
And now the Duolingo owl is not going to yell at me.
Well, I've had a lot of fun here today, and it's been completely free. Austin even signed up for a library card. Now, I'm probably going to hang out around here in the fiction section, see if I can put a dent in this book, while Austin's going to go back to the gamer space and see if he can put a dent in his high score. I'm Logan Thompson for NAIT NewsWatch, and you should definitely try this.
Yeah, it's honestly so cool how much libraries have changed. I actually, got myself a card when I was there. Pretty sweet. But Katie, this next one, a little more so for you, a little less useful for me.
You may be right. I'm sure I'll be paying close attention. Our own Sasha Petramala attempts to get glam.
Welcome to my makeup desk. Every single day I sit in this chair and I question, how do I properly apply makeup to my face? Well, as you can see, I need a lot of work. Lucky for me, professional makeup artist Anya Craw was willing to stop by and give me a few helpful tips and tricks the professional way.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look at that.
Anya Craw, an MC college student and travel makeup artist, helping women all over to feel and look their best. With a watchful eye and a few helpful tips and tricks, I'm hopeful I will learn to apply a little product confidently.
I love making people feel like they could look like whatever they want. You could do whatever you want with a makeup brush, and I think that's the coolest thing about it.
Applying makeup is no easy task. Just look at all the products Anya has lying out ready to apply to her model. Now, don't worry, I was behind the camera watching closely, so I didn't miss a step. Throughout the process, I was given helpful pointers as well as product suggestions because your girl is on a budget.
I actually like to go in with blush before I do concealer because I like to do concealer as the last step to really clean everything up.
I learned a lot throughout this makeup look. A moisturized face is best for applying makeup. Adjust your contour to enhance your face shape. Don't add too much blush or you might look like a clown. But one thing I learned about myself throughout this process is, boy, I don't have the patience for this. Oh yeah, and set, and set again. Among all the laughs and smiles,
Yay!
I was awaiting my turn to pick up a brush and give it a go myself. Once the face and the eyebrows were complete, I took a turn, hoping to perfect an eyeshadow look. I must say, I had to resist the urge to pick the bright colors in the palette, but with the help of Anya, we applied a neutral tone look to her eyelids. I'd call it a success.
Good? Yeah, stunning.
Now, for the final touch-ups to complete the look, and hopefully both eyes still to count for, I'd say I learned a lot, and the glam? Well, the glam was certainly glamming. Grab a brush, grab a palette, and unleash your inner artist. With NAIT NewsWatch, I'm Sasha Petramala. Try this.
Next, we're taking on the pottery wheel, seeing if we can turn a lump of clay into something amazing.
Or at least something that resembles a bowl, hopefully.
Our Jasmine Sasak takes us into the world of art to do pottery making.
Thanks guys, I'm here at the Color Cafe here in West Edmonton Mall where you can get creative using pottery painting or any other fun art activities. But today, I'm going to be trying pottery on a wheel for the very first time. Will it be a masterpiece or a disaster? Let's find out. Color Cafe lives up to its name the moment you walk in. Bright, colorful paints greet you at the door. But tucked behind all the creativity is the pottery studio, where the real hands-on magic happens at the wheel. Before we can make something amazing, our instructor Emilio walks us through the basics to get us started.
Throughout each step, I'm going to show you two options you can apply towards your piece. The steps, I divide them into 3 stages.
We had nearly an hour of step-by-step instructions on how to use the pottery wheel.
What's the new product? Or did people make those or just paint those?
Just paint. And even after the lesson, our instructor made sure that we had all the support we needed, guiding us throughout the entire process. Speaking of guidance, let's hear from the store manager about what makes Color Cafe such a special place for creativity.
It's super cool that we have this here because not a lot of places offer this, so it's definitely super fun experience to have with your friends, with family. You get to create something that you will have for the rest of your life.
Good. You're actually doing
Is it his first time?
Yeah, and I don't even know how.
What? The best part of pottery on the wheel is that once it has dried for at least 4 weeks, you can visit the store to paint your masterpiece. While Color Cafe accepts walks-in and offers many kinds of fun art activities, Pottery Wheel Workshop, on the other hand, requires a pre-booking on their website at colorcafe.ca.
Okay, so this is how your pieces will become after 4 weeks. You can see it. Okay, it become bone dry clay, and this is plastic clay.
The process requires time, focus, and care, whether it's shaping the clay or waiting for it to dry. It really taught me the value of taking things slow and enjoying the journey.
Well, that was fun. This has been Jasmine Saksak with NAIT NewsWatch, and you should try this.
I can't believe Jasmine made this. It turned out so good.
Honestly, she did a way better job than I ever could. Coming up, Katie and I take on the ultimate challenge of playing with fire, blacksmithing.
But before we get into that, one of us gets a little fast.
One gets a little furious.
And one gets a little frosty.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Ah!
You're watching NAIT NewsWatch, the next generation of news.
Welcome back. Katie, during the break, we were kind of chatting. You need a new car, eh?
Unfortunately, I do, yeah.
And I know this next one will be a bit of an odd question. How tall are you?
Why?
Well, I think our Evelina Zanari might have found you the perfect option, although the cars might be a little small.
This is Evelina Zanari for NAIT NewsWatch. I'm here at the Bonnie Doon Shopping Center Mall where we will be racing some cars today. It's sure to be a lot of fun. Radio Controlled Racers is a family-friendly organization that races miniature remote-controlled vehicles. Let's go check it out.
Oh! Sights and sounds of this place are awesome. Car enthusiasts are sure to have the time of their lives. There's action in cars everywhere you look.
This is bigger than you would ever imagine.
Former club president Randy Vaughn showed me the ins and outs of radio-controlled vehicles and shared some stories that brought a smile to my face. He's been racing radio-controlled racers since 1983, and the hobby is a lot more complex than you'd think.
Carbon fiber.
That one's very nice, yeah. That looks durable too.
That's car wrap vinyl.
The cars are hyper-detailed miniature models that are customized by the driver. Each car is unique and special, with drivers investing time and money into putting their best racer forward.
We need drivers from Mini to Marshall.
Race nights are an experience. All the racers are pumped and have spent hours preparing their vehicles for competition. It's almost time to race, and these preparations continue in the pit, where drivers get ready.
This is so cool, right?
As the heats began, we watched with excitement as the miniature cars took a beating out on the track, flying over obstacles and crashing into each other. Thank goodness there are always spotters out on the track to save the cars from their accidents.
Second place still, and it's talking nice.
The RC racers race primarily outdoor dirt tracks with nitrogen and electric cars at their facilities in Spruce Grove. But this track in Bonnie Doon is a place where anyone can try their hand at the hobby. The organization has been in operation for 30 years and is a close-knit and welcoming group who have pushed through countless challenges together.
For us clowns, like just a whole bunch of grown men racing toy cars, how much better does it get?
So if you need a fun new hobby or an activity to pass the time, come on down to Bonnie Doon Shopping Center and pay a visit to RC Racers.
After all this, try this. You're going to love it.
You know, Austin, that's not entirely what I had in mind, but I do appreciate the thought.
Well, fair enough. I mean, if that's not your speed, are you down to try the shooting range even though you've never gone?
I am. I know our Yan Alfaro heads first into the Wild West shooting range, trying it for the first time.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Wild West shooting range at the West Edmonton Mall, and I'm on the lookout for a new hobby with pack of adventure and try something exciting and fun. Come with me to load up this experience and take a shot at the range. Wild West Shooting Range has been one of Edmonton's top shooting spots since early 2000. To participate, you can still avail all the packages even if you don't have experience. Kids as young as 7 are allowed as long as an adult is present, and for those 18 and up, ID is required and ensure that you are with family or a friend.
Originally, it actually started with my mom and my stepdad. So they were very big people in the shooting community, and they wanted to spread the awareness of the shooting sports. We're a full-service gun shop, and also we do have a walk-in range. So we do cater to inexperienced shooters and people kind of looking to dip their toes and test out and really see what it's about. So we do pride ourselves in making sure that we create a safe and fun environment for people.
Wild West not only provides safety gear, but also professional instructors to guide you throughout the safe and proper procedure of firearms you will use.
10 rounds per magazine when you're ready. Sits inside your shoulder nice and high, and then you can rest your cheek here if you like. So just try to bring the gun up a little bit. There you go. Pull back and let go. Ready to fire.
This is a great place to release some steam off while enjoying the thrill, or maybe developing a new hobby. This is Yan Alfaro for NAIT NewsWatch, and you should try this.
I have to say, I am so impressed. Like,
Yeah.
Yana!
Yeah. Just remind me not to make her mad because she did not miss a shot. This is crazy.
It's well done. Well done.
Well, going from guns to slopes, Katie, do you ski or snowboard at all? For me, I am a snowboarder, just not a good one.
Oh, that's okay. I just tried skiing the first time last year. Actually got on a black diamond. Don't know how that happened, but I know our Giuliani Bogini has been in Canada for 3 years and is just now taking her first time on the slopes.
They say you should try everything at least once. So here I am, trading sand and sunshine for snow and skis. In Brazil, where I'm from, the only snow you find is gonna be in a freezer. And I've never been skiing before. But today, that's gonna change. I'm gonna hit the slopes for the first time, and you're gonna come with me. So, let's go.
I was so excited when I arrived at Snow Valley Ski Club. From the moment I got there, I loved that place. The staff was incredible, answering all my beginner questions, and then I met Jack, my instructor for the day. Right away, I could tell that skiing wasn't just a job for him, it was his passion.
Thank you.
With my boots tied, I've got my skis. But before hitting the slopes, Jack gave me some tips.
As long as we have a nice solid base, we're able to get a lot of skiing, a lot of action out of our skis. And as we progress, it becomes more about technique.
With that, let the class begin.
So this is our toe piece. It's what's going to hold the front part of our ski boot. And this is our heel binding, it holds the heel. So now both your feet are nice and slippery. Excellent. Have you ever gone ice skating before?
Yeah.
Stepping up to the ramp for my first run, I just smiled. But not for much longer.
To me.
Hi. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, but should I start like this?
Yeah. Woo. Perfect.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna grab on you, push me away.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God I had Jack there coaching me through all the challenges. And someday, I'm gonna be a pro like him, but considering he's been doing it since he was 4, I think I've got a little catching up to do.
Oh my gosh.
A few oh my gosh later, I felt more confident and decided to try a bigger hill. For a moment I thought, yeah, I've got this. And it was so much fun, and believe me or not, I didn't fall once.
Here's what I learned today. Skiing is so much easier than it looks and so much fun. Trading flip-flops for ski boots wasn't a bad idea at all. I'm Giuliani Bogini for NAIT NewsWatch, and you should definitely try this.
I cannot believe she didn't fall once.
Yeah, that's crazy impressive. I cannot even count the amount of times I've fallen in my years.
No, me either. Up next, our Taylor Winnie Hughes does bachata.
Oh, horchata, the drink? I love that.
Austin, no. She's dancing. You'll see. It's okay.
I'm
I'm Taylor Whitney Hughes, and I'm at Central Social Hall for a Yeg Dancer event where they're going to teach bachata and then have some social dancing afterwards for fun. I've done this before, but I'm trying it again. I'm kind of rusty, and there's going to be other people you get to see. They might be better than me, they might be worse than me. I don't know. We're going to find out, and we're going to find out if follow no one is good advice or absolutely terrible. It's terrible.
Yeg Dancer is one business of many who bring the love of social dance to life in Edmonton. Yeg Dancer is led by Irina Feldesh, whose love for dance is equaled by the amount she practices. Her nearly weekly Tuesday classes center around bachata, a dance and music style that originated in the Dominican Republic. It's the passion, the people, and the exercise that bring people like Jay Dang back over and over.
Yeah, I just love seeing like old faces, new faces, and I think just like moving my body. It's great for my mental health. And, yeah, I love dancing.
The social aspect is what makes this genre of dancing so special. One person leads, and the other person follows. The lead gives instructions by moving, and the follow interprets them, like having a conversation without words. You will soon make a friend group of familiar faces who you learn to get really close to, really quickly. This class is more intimate than the sensual bachata I've danced, though, with an unusually low turnout. This is not a statement on the quality of the class. It was a last-minute posting due to Irina's demanding schedule, and still doesn't stop Irina from teaching the class some fundamentals. It also doesn't stop her from paying attention to each and every student's success and journey. She spends some time with newer students before stopping me and another regular to give us some targeted tips. I'm used to classes where I'm nearly arm to arm with other partners, so this small turnout was a nice way to ease back into class and give me space to make mistakes. I need a moment to grab water, again.
I'm so sweaty.
The floor starts to fill up a bit more once lesson time is over and the free time dedicated to social dance is about to begin. This is the chance to dance completely freely to whatever song pops into the mix. A friendly face offers me a dance, and I try to see if I can still remember what I'm doing. I feel out of it, but Kevin assures me I've still got it.
I'm Taylor Whitney Hughes with NAIT NewsWatch, and this was a Yeg Dancer event including bachata and other social dance. I cannot recommend it more to go out and have fun, move around, do something for your mental health, and meet new people. I met some old people and brushed up on some old skills since I've done this before. Whether or not you can tell, I don't know. I'm getting tired, but I think it's time for one last dance before I head home and have a nap.
Okay, it wasn't the drink. I will say that actually looks pretty fun.
It did. But now it's time to finally show off our skills.
Katie, I know we've been presenting behind the desk all day long. What other skills are you talking about?
Our playing with fire skills. Austin, obviously, turning a simple piece of metal into an intricate, useful, and sharp design. Blacksmithing has been around for centuries, although this is the first time Austin and I have ever picked up the hammer. We couldn't wait to see what we'd create.
Entering the Forge Co., located in Leduc, Katie and I were not only greeted with years of hard work, but pieces ripped straight out of history. This forge not only showcases tools and gear from the past, but also some of it is still used daily.
Will Steed runs this forge all by himself, teaching classes and creating amazing custom pieces.
We started out with a safety brief, as apparently molten steel can get a little hot. From there, we headed into the forge, donned our beautiful leather aprons, grabbed the coolest safety glasses and gloves we could find, and threw our steel right into the blazing fire.
You can actually go. You can really feel the heat, eh?
Oh yeah! It gets red hot in minutes, and once it gets to this state, while dangerous, is super neat and wildly malleable, like molten Play-Doh.
Once the metal becomes a red glow stick, it was hammer time. Over.
And over.
And over again, but mainly until Will was happy.
No, that's perfect. That's awesome. It's just a really fun place. It's kind of a great little community we're building up around this place. We have all the tools and everything here, and it's always a good idea for people to get their feet wet by coming to a place like this before they jump in and start buying stuff for themselves, right?
The projects we were making were relatively straightforward, although they involved a lot of repetition. Will was there to assist with the tricky parts, however, like twisting the steel into decorative spirals, bending it at the perfect right angles, and for Katie's steak flipper, cutting the metal in half.
Just like that, wow.
Right? You cut it.
Finally, after shaping the steel, we crafted the handles, affectionately called little pigtails. Then, after giving them a quick brush, it was time to quench and cool them down.
Ooh, one more time. One more time for the one time.
So it was it?
This is awesome.
Our creations were complete, all within the span of an hour.
Throughout all the sweat and steam, only smiles were left on all our faces.
I don't know about you, but I had an absolute blast. Like, look at how these things turned out.
I know, like, honestly, this only took us about an hour, which is crazy. It was so much fun. It was such an intricate process, but, you know, definitely cannot recommend people go out and try this.
Absolutely. Like, I'm from Warrenville. There's not a lot to do in a small town, but like in Edmonton, I feel like there's always something to do.
You know, I will say, like, growing up here, you know, we had the nickname of Deadmonton, not only just a Halloween attraction, but, you know, there's nothing to do here. But whether it's the show or just in general, like, there's so much to go out and try and do.
Absolutely. Like, everything everyone did was just fantastic and amazing, so.
Although I will say, I think, you know, to entirely toot our own horns, I think ours was the best, but hey, you guys out there be the judge.
True enough. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's NAIT NewsWatch.
Join us next week for our regular scheduled programming. Stay warm, stay safe, and see you then.